Hello, good morning, everybody. Uh, Let me start today's session navigating through the turbulence as a young software engineer. Hopefully, I'm audible. Those who have joined as of now, please give me a quick confirmation in the chat window that you can hear me. I'm properly audible to you. Quickly, guys, quickly in the chat window. Good morning, everybody. Some of you are live now, so you can just give me a quick confirmation in the chat window that I am audible and you can hear me properly. I'm going to start my session that navigating through the turbulence as an young software engineer. This is what our topic is. I'm Shaurav, speaking on behalf of Nordic Academy. Okay, just let me start. Hopefully, you all can see my screen and the PowerPoint presentation which I have shared. Checker, are you there? So just give me a confirmation in the chat window. Yeah. Okay. Fine. So in this session, basically, I'll be discussing about the uh, as a software engineer. Not only as a software engineer, you can from other disciplines like electrical, electronics, civil engineering, other disciplines as well. How you can use technologies. But before that, let me discuss about the agenda of today. What we'll be discussing in this session. This is a very small and quick, information about the Corona episode and the information technology world. And then I will try to focus on the things what we have learned in last few days and what are the market trends and how you can prepare yourself for the uh, technology part of it is the career options with computer related jobs. So let me focus on this Corona episode and information technology world. I don't know how many of you have tried, searching for the ways information technology is helping the world in this particular Corona episode, because Corona has affected throughout the world. Means it has affected the entire world. And see the animation which I have added. It's a downloaded image, not to infringe copyright, just to take the image as a symbolic one that how Corona is playing with our world. Really, Corona is playing with our world, and to help to identify the disease and the what do you call the treatments what people are doing. Information technology has helped us a lot, and not only government officials, not only doctors, it is also helping everyone. Government of India has added this dashboard, which every one of we are seeing every day, that how many got affected and how many got infected and how many got either uh, has been removed from the list, means either they have died or they are you know cured completely, means totally, and total information about the world. Not only that, this dashboard is showing us the helpline numbers and other stuff which you might require. So what we are doing every day morning, we are checking in from our mobile application that what is the status of it. So what I have felt from this, that normal people, I mean general people who are not in the BTech or MCA or MBA, students or the managers of the companies, everyone is looking at this dashboard every day morning. So what I have felt that software, mobile apps has come to everyone with this. And I want also to add that how other information technological tools are helping everyone. The first one which government is using, that is location tracking. It is tracking everyone's movement who is quarantined, to check what are the areas that person has moved in last few days. Yeah, definitely some people are doing you know uh, some people are against it. I mean, some people are saying that it's a very secure data and it should not be shared. But yes, uh, some government has allowed, especially let me tell you, Israel has allowed its internal security agency to track its citizens' location data for last 30 days. Yes, location tracking is a very important information technology application which government and health officials are checking. Next one, which I have observed, that CCTV footage to check how medical practitioners and the people who are related using it. Not only that, mobile apps, different types of mobile apps are being developed to control corona related stuff. Next, what I have heard about, that smart imaging applications, especially these are, you can consider drones. People are moving drones. China has adopted that to check how many people are not wearing masks. This has become a very important application uh, today, right? So this is a very important application, and some people has improved this a bit by adding a thermal camera with the imaging with the drone, which is checking the body temperature of some people, right? And they are trying to detect whether the person has got a, what do you call, a corona affected or not, right? This is one thing. Means robots or drones are also being used to control quarantization. That is another important aspect. uh, in one article I was checking that Singapore has adopted these technologies to control quarantization in some small robots and some drones to control those who are quarantined, instead of sending health related workers, human beings, to control them. This is a really attractive application, and it has helped. Next, what I am getting, that most of the colleges in India has started their online classrooms, and this is a very good one. And application software like Zoom, GoToMeeting, Cisco WebEx, these are helping us to control classrooms, and especially YouTube Live also. I must mention that is a good one. Apart from that, what I have seen, which is really interesting, that software companies where software developer works, they are working remotely, and to work remotely, they are managing their online meeting with Zoom, GoToMeeting, Cisco Webex, like this type of tools, right? So this is another part of it. So what I have felt, not only me, this is India is seeing. So what we have learned from these sessions means, last few days, have we really learned anything? Yes, in my opinion, we have learned so many things in these days. First, what I have felt, that the article topic which we are studying from our early childhood, that technology for mankind, I think we are using technology for mankind. And government of India, not only government of India, most of the governments are using technology to uh, prevent the disease by using technology. What they are doing, first, remote working. This is what I have observed, means what I have felt, that yes, it's a learning. Remote working, if we work remotely, pollution can be controlled a lot. We can do a weekly office for face to face meetings, or a monthly one. Number two, what I have observed, that number of accident has been removed dramatically in last few days due to this lockdown. Yes, I agree with some people who are saying that economy will be collapsed, economy will be hampered dramatically. That is also true, but I am trying to focus on the positive side of it. The first one which I have observed, that is remote working, and remote working will get these benefits. Number two, remote classrooms. Yes, instead of going to college, if we can attend and if we can conduct most of the classes remotely, then definitely the faculty member, the college professors will save a huge time. Not only that, money will be saved, more time to prepare yourself. Means if you are a student, if you are a professional, uh, and if you are working also, then also you can you know you can prepare yourself by saving some time and money, right? That is what I have observed, and what I believe, what I can advocate, that remote working and remote classroom definitely will help us a lot, which we didn't focus this way, what we are doing in this corona episode. Next one is online testing system. Yes, what I have observed, that online testing system websites, means those who are offering cloud-based online testing system, they are giving huge opportunities for the people. So any kind of question answer session, any kind of survey system, any kind of what do you call feedback system can be controlled with cloud-based online testing system. So what I believe, that remote working, remote classroom, online testing system definitely will be improved. Next, what I have observed, another thing, that the use of dashboard, no one has thought of this. I mean, the general people, I'm talking about the general people, not the people who are tech savvy. They are also using the dashboard. They also have understood the dashboard and utilization of it. They are not seeing the news, yeah, to pass their time. They are viewing TVs, they are viewing YouTube channels, but they are looking at the dashboard just for once to see what has happened, right? So importance of dashboard for general people uh, has definitely has improved something in the real life. And lastly, I want to add the technology for everything. That is what we have felt, that yes, we have understood one thing, that technology really can help. Let me move to the next slide. In this slide, uh, I want to summarize that what can be done in near future, which is already not there. This is all about my feelings about uh, technology and the society. Dashboard for other diseases like cancer, heart attack. Because few days back I was just thinking about this while viewing this dashboard for corona. I was thinking that how many heart attack patient died today, and how many heart attack has happened uh, today in India, and those who have got heart attack, how many of them were smokers, and how many of were male, and how many females were there, right? I was trying to think about that, but sorry, no dashboard is there as of now, which is getting updated on a regular basis. And the same is true for cancer. I have heard from different doctor friends of mine, and some people who are working in hospitals and other related health related area. They were saying that cancer patients are getting increased in West Bengal and in some other states of India. But do you have a dashboard? But yes, after this Corona episode, I think government will think about it. If not, that can be proposed as a system. This is a most important part what I have thought on. Next one, when a student is studying something, why can't I have a academic dashboard where I can check the performance of each and every student whom I am teaching to? That can be a dashboard for a teacher. A dashboard for a student can also be prepared. How? I have gone through two chapters in last week. Now, at the end of the week, in a weekend, I want to check in the dashboard what are the areas I have learned very properly. Yes, this is a combination of online testing system and a dashboard system. So that can help me to understand what I have done as a student. As a professor, I can control the students of mine through the dashboard of by viewing the academic performance of all the students who is studying a particular paper. Number one. Number two, I can check. Suppose I teach four subjects. So, in all the four subjects, who is doing better? This way, we can prepare different types of dashboard and people can make use of it. Next one, I want a dashboard to control remote working. While I was working remotely, when people are working remotely, there are two things. When, as a manager, I am checking the works which has been done in last 3 days, say for example, and what they are saying, whether these two things are same or not. Yes, definitely I can check line by line of code and uh, by check by logging into the system, by testing the system, but again it will take a hell lot of time of mine. If I can have a dashboard where the entire thing can be recorded and I can have a summarization report every day at the end of the day, so I can control the remote works very properly. Not only that, a person who is working remotely, who is a junior software engineer or a data engineer or a machine learning expert or a artificial intelligence expert, whatever it is, the person can also track what he or she has done uh, till end of the day. So for that also a dashboard can be prepared. Next, dashboard related, so many things can be prepared and we need to think about it, and we can prepare dashboards so that everyone in the society, everyone in the family can be benefited out of it. I'm giving one more example. uh, every week I prepare one Excel sheet. Means I maintain that Excel sheet every week, rather I should say it in a differently. uh, in that particular Excel sheet, I maintain 3 or 4 columns where I write down that yes, my first job is to work with my software development team, and the second thing is to work with my academics. Third job is to look at society, and the fourth job is to definitely give some time to my family, right? So now, how much time I have given to myself, how much time I have given to my family, how much time I have given to my software development work and my team, and I give a marks to that particular sheet. Marks means I'm trying to say a rate, one in a 1 to 5 scale, right? Now, at the end of the week, I check how much time, how much rate I have scored for family time, how much score I have got for my academic work. So based on that data, what I do, I create I try to devote more time for that particular area where I didn't focus last week. So what I am expecting right now, that if I can have a dashboard where I can get the entire data in graph or chart format, that is called data visualization. Excuse me. So what I believe that data visualization will help people a lot, and recently everyone. Next, let me come to a bit complicated technology which people can use uh, a lot to help control some critical diseases. uh, Robot based nursing system, yes, that can be a very critical application, which definitely will help. And this is what we have observed in the corona episode. Especially Singapore has implemented this one, as I have got this information from one article. Next one is what I think that will help small organizations to use. One is robot based process automations. Process based automations are those automations where no physical robot is present. That is completely a software based robot, which can reduce manpower, number one. Number two, it can do the job in much more accurate way. So for that, different tools, software tools are coming in. And some people means some organizations has already started implementing it. But what will happen in near future? Let me explain this with a very specific example for health related people. uh, Preparing report, preparing report for blood tests, preparing report for any diagnostic tests. This report has got a specific format, and it collects the data from some specific sources. So if I can connect the specific sources and the formatting, then those reports can be prepared without any human intervention, and it will be much more accurate and faster. So people can have their reports automatically. Not only that, the robot can add another functionality to store the data in a database so that a dashboard can be prepared very easily, right? So these are the technologies which we can use in near future. Next one, AI enabled imaging system to control our home based patients. Suppose a patient, a person, one aged person is there in Kolkata, say for example, and his son or daughter is there in a different country. So if a CCTV can be added, and a AI-based software program can check the patient, what is the condition of that. So if there is any problem, that camera automatically will shoot a message to, SMS or a WhatsApp message or email or whatever it is, to the doctor concerned who is looking into the patient. So the patients who are there in home can be controlled very easily. Because in this corona episode, one more thing I have observed, that you know number of Indians and number of beds in hospitals, there's a huge gap. So that can be controlled. Next, uh, some mission critical software development, which definitely will help to control this healthcare system, control the pollution, and so many things. Next, augmented reality and virtual reality based software development, and manage those software. Yes, we need to manage those software as well. Otherwise, this will not work. Augmented reality means, just let me explain this with a very small example. Uh, in a in an Android application, suppose I am moving the camera to a monitor, or say for example a mobile phone. I can see the mobile phone in my mobile as a in a 3D view, right? So definitely it will help all the domains, like health domain, insurance domain, e-commerce domain, all the domains dramatically. So definitely this technology will help everyone, including the health one, because health has become a very critical one nowadays. Next, I want to include one more thing, that yes, when this type of scenario happens in any country, like corona episode, maintaining servers and maintaining costly computer system a really challenge. To overcome this, cloud has a solution. So cloud based software development can help people dramatically reduce the management of it, right? And dramatically manage the disasters, right? Okay. And the last thing which I want to include here, that is internet of things. Internet of things are devices. It can be a small device, it can be a big size device, which has got a internet within it. Like different people are using it differently. And a typical example is, suppose you have a microwave in your home, and you are looking for a recipe. So just ask the microwave to open the recipe in a screen. So the recipe will be open, and the people who is cooking that particular item can cook it properly. So like that, this is a very good application for households. But think about health related thing. If I create a small device which can give a medicine reminder in a typical LED application, how it would be? Number one. Number two, just think about a stick which blind people are using in the world, which can announce that there is a car 200 meter ahead, so please don't cross the road right now. Then it definitely will help those blind people, right? And so many different types of things, the fever control, and you know uh, monitoring kids in a home. So there are so many things can be developed with internet of things. We just need to think about. And this corona episode has given us an opportunity to think that we cannot do everything by going outside. We can do so many things being there in home, right? Okay. Now come to the uh, career options of it. So the points which I have discussed, uh, these are the some basic of it. So many other things can be developed, but uh, to do this kind of applications, what I have sorted out, that you need to prepare yourself two ways. First one, you have to prepare yourself technically, and the second one is you have to prepare yourself professionally, because the way we work will change a lot after this corona episode will be over. I don't know how many of we will survive after this episode, but what I have felt, as a student, as a professional, you must prepare yourself technically as well as groom yourself professionally. Otherwise, you cannot survive. Technically, what are the things need to be done? The first one, which I have observed, and I am feeling from last 6 months or so, that this has become a need of this hour. The first one is dashboard preparation. Dashboard preparation, it's a huge thing, and for that you have to learn so many things. And yes, there are two ways. The first one is you can go with the backend code of it, because a dashboard has got a backend stuff and a front end part of it. And the third one you can consider, that is mobile application part of it. So in the dashboard preparation part, if you want to be a backend developer, you can learn Python, you can learn other languages like C Sharp, Java, which can be developed to generate the graph related thing. But when it comes to the front end designing part, means the dashboard, the charts, which will be populated in a website or in a mobile application, there is a need for the mobile application developer. And for the website development, there are two things, exactly two things. One, you need to prepare yourself with HTML5, CSS3, JavaScript, and then any of the chart related libraries. So there are so many chart related libraries like highchart, d3.js, so many things, right? So you can prepare yourself for that. Number two, I want to add here that a dashboard can be prepared with JavaScript libraries, Python libraries for backend operation, and one more thing you have to understand, that where exactly you will put a particular chart. Like you want to put a pie chart. For that pie chart to be there, what are the colors you will be using? So you need to understand what are the charts, what are the types of chart I'm trying to say need to be put on that particular dashboard, so that it will become easier for other people to understand, means the person whom you are designing. Technically we call that a target participant, a target reader, a target viewer of your dashboard. So there is a scope for people from other discipline as well, who can prepare yourself as a UI UX designer. It's not UI designer, it's UI UX designer. UX designer means user experience designer. Who will prepare that? That person must be familiar with the visualization part of it, how to visualize, what are the color theories available, how to make a dashboard very attractive. So these are the things that person has to be very very skilled. So for dashboard preparation, there are three career options. Number one, backend programmers. Number two, JavaScript, jQuery, and D3JS type of libraries, skilled. Number three, UI UX designer. So there are three options which is available. But the first one cannot be done if you are not a computer science professional, or if you don't have a flair for programming, because flair for programming should be there, otherwise you cannot go with Python ecosystem. Python ecosystem has got so many things. But yes, I am not disheartening you. Python is much more easier than any other programming language, because it's called functional programming. Okay, fine. Now next come to be a robotic specialist. If you want to be a robotic specialist, you need to learn so many technologies, and robots in turn uses different software programs. So software programs can be developed with different areas, like .NET also can be used as a framework to develop and control robots. Not only that, to control a robot, Python can also be used. And there are so many, there's a list. So that is a different session altogether, what are the tools and technologies, and how it can be used, right? Okay. So the next one and the third one, which I should focus on, that is called machine learning specialization. Yes, if you think that yes, writing programs is not my cup of tea, but yes, understanding machine learning means complex algorithm, theoretical algorithm, I understand it very properly, and I can visualize the dashboard. Like suppose you have a developed software uh, for e-commerce store to manage. Now you want to create some machine learning algorithms, so that the user can view that suppose a person has selected banana. So the software automatically will tell that okay, you have selected banana, so it is also recommended those who have purchased banana has also purchased some bread, some butter, and some milk. So you can also purchase that. So uh, a machine learning algorithm is creating this particular panel for the end user, right? Not only that, it definitely help the backend, means who is managing the online store. It is saying that this particular say for example banana is selling maximum, so focus on banana more. So not only that, it can create a list that these are the items which is getting sold maximum, so it's better to focus on those and keep a better inventory for that, right? So these all comes under machine learning part. The next one which is there called artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is a you know you can consider it's a subset of machine learning, where software will think about and learn from the user's experience. It's a detailed discussion, so that is a separate course altogether. Now if you want to be an artificial intelligence specialist, then what are the technologies you need to learn? Especially, yes, Python. Not only Python, if you can go with JavaScript part, definitely that will help. And see, artificial intelligence development not only include only those parts. Apart from that, you can work with some other programming as well. So .NET can be a good track, J2E can be a good track, but you have to focus on that. Yes, this one I can understand properly, so I have to go with this particular thing. Next one is JavaScript and front end or mobile application specialist. So that is a very important one, because uh, last 17 or 18 years I am working in the industry, and where I am working with education, means the special type of software training, and I also do software development with a team, right? So what I'm feeling, not only myself, I have checked other people's opinion as well, that the thing which is going fast and which will control the next generation till 2023 or 2025, that is JavaScript and advanced JavaScript. So these are the technologies which definitely will take the market. And so if you can focus yourself with JavaScript and front end development, that definitely can help you. So there are one thing: dashboard preparation, robotic specialization, machine learning specialization, artificial intelligence, JavaScript and front end web development, mobile application specialist, and one thing I forgot to mention here, that is IoT specialization. Yes, if you can be a IoT specialist, definitely you can grab a job very easily, but not now. Let the corona episode be over, and let the market get a stabilization, because our economy has affected a lot. And definitely I hope that it will come out of it as early as possible. So this is a thing what I have listed down, that this will control the market by studying different articles, different podcasts, and so many YouTube videos. I have jotted down these points. Next, the thing, what I have observed, and from this corona episode, what I have learned, that not only technical part, you need to be professionally very smart on some things. The first one is project management practices, because in industry what has happened, that we are taking everything as a product. Suppose a mobile device is a soft product. A software application like Gmail application, that can be considered as a software product. um, a mug, a coffee mug, is a software product. But can you think that when we are taking a class, that is a software, a service product? But yes, recently some big organizations are thinking in that way, that everything is a product, right? So there is a product. So and there are different practices, and people regularly trying to incorporate new ideas, new concepts, and different conferences are going on based on this particular topic. I mean, this particular topic, product management, has become an area of interest. And there are different groups, and the different ideas, publications are coming up uh, for this particular topic. So when remote as far as remote working is concerned, as far as remote monitoring is concerned, as far as remote management of software is concerned, project management ideas like agile philosophy, scrum framework, DevOps is coming in, Kanban is there. So different project management practices are coming in. So if you are not going for any certification as of now, uh, as a technical people, you also should learn the basics of it. Not only that, you should learn how to implement those in real life. Number one. Number two, how to implement those in case of you are working remotely. So in the remote working part, we use some software tools to manage the project management software tools. So you must know those as well. So that is a professional part of the development. um, and what I believe, that is a grooming of yours. So that practice you have to incorporate within yourself. Number one. Number two, what I have made note of it, that you must know the remote working tools and make yourself familiar with those remote working tools. This has become again a need of this hour as a professional. Next, soft skill development, like uh, the management practices, the email writing skills, uh, the way you speak when you are a remote meeting. See, we all have felt this in our daily life, uh, when you were there in your childhood, that you cannot speak this way with your father. You shouldn't speak that way with your brother. Just try to consider one thing, which don't take it as a joke, but it is true. The way you speak with your father, the same way you cannot speak with your spouse, the same way you cannot speak with your boyfriend or girlfriend, right? So it is something like that, soft skill, when we will work remotely. So how that can be done, and that is a special thing which need to be incorporated in our professional courses as well. That is what I think. I believe that it should be added as a module in all the courses. And finally, what I have failed, there is a lack of you know flair for marketing and other related areas where you are working on. So suppose I am a software developer and I am developing a web application for my client, and the software is like a Facebook type of application. See, the client of yours may not understand what exactly is required, so you also don't know. But if you have a flair for marketing as a software developer, then you can develop a better software. You can communicate with your client in a better way, rather I should say in a smarter way. And definitely that will help your company to make much more profit and much more confidence with that particular client, and client also will get a good faith with your company. So it's a win-win situation, and both can be benefited. You can save your job, all right? And that is a very important part of it. Means, as far as our family life and our other maintenance things are concerned. Okay, next one. uh, what I have felt, which I do not get from everyone. I'm not saying you know everyone has got this problem. Some of people has got this problem, that is thinking in a positive direction. If you start thinking negative, then it creates a very bad effect in the software or the product which you are preparing. Say, for example, a dashboard, even a mobile application, a IoT device, everything. If you think negative always, then it creates a problem. So again, that is what my advocacy is, that this particular thing should be added. Means a mentoring session. This is not a uh, module. This is not a theoretical stuff which can be swallowed to you like a capsule. It's something which has to be mentored, which has to be guided, right? So this should be included in all the professional courses which is happening in the industry. And this has become again need of the hour after corona episode, because what I am feeling that due to a panic, uh, so many people are getting negative that will I survive, can I move ahead, uh, what people are doing, what government is doing, it's nothing. But if we can think those in a positive direction, then definitely we can have something more, we can do something more. Because negative vibe creates a negative impact on your work, on your personal life, on your professional life as well. So it should not make you down, uh, this negative thinking, negative vibe, which is controlling recently your subconscious mind, right? So these are the things of what I believe a person must be knowing professionally, must be grooming themselves professionally. And the technical part I already have discussed. Okay, now, what I can conclude in this lockdown phase, I don't know what will happen after 14th of April in India, because government may extend it, government may close it. uh, I don't have any information as of now. So what my advocacy is, not only that, what I am doing as well, that I am preparing myself. So I advocate everyone to learn. And I have got a very good benefit out of it, that I have learned how to bypass negative vibes, how to bypass the panic of the pandemic, and how to be there in home, and how to work remotely, and how to the online classes I am taking from a long time, so I know how it works. So I have not learned anything new on that. But remote work, as it has become a part of the system, so we are doing it very properly. So this is what my advocacy is, that prepare yourself, learn a lot, invest your time in learning right the moment. So see, if you got affected with corona, no one can help. That is a you have to safeguard yourself, you have to follow the guidelines which government of India and different organizations are giving. So try to be there, maintain social distancing, and at the same time utilize your time, because this time will never come, right? And this is the best time to utilize for learning. That is what I have felt, and I am trying it honestly. And next thing, uh, see, like after demonetization, what people has learned, that yes, money can be transacted online, right? This is what we have learned. And some big companies like Paytm has got a huge revenue out of it, because they were trying to say that money can be transacted online. And it has become a system now, because after that system, slowly we can see the tea shops are also accepting payment through Paytm. They are also accepting payment through other UPI apps. Some small auto drivers, that very recently I have observed that they are accepting online UPI based payments, and it is helping people a lot. Really, it's helping people a lot. So, what my conclusion is that. We have to be a better netizen from a citizen, to maintain the social distancing, to maintain the rules and regulations by government of India. Not only corona, after this, different viruses will come up. So it's better to be a better netizen by learning netizenship, because we do not practice it right now. So it's better to practice. Means the practice should start immediately, right? That is what I believe. And you know what I believe, there is a transformation in Indian society from a citizen to netizen. Okay, so that's all about my session, and let me over this to my colleague Rupam. Rupam, you can take over. Are you there online?
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you, Saurav,
yeah,
for the insightful session.
yeah.
Uh,
Welcome.
yeah, absolutely. Thank you again, and thank you for all the students and everyone who have been watching the show. And see, I also believe that destiny you cannot control.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
only thing that is 100% under your control is a set of actions.
Correct.
So you
Yes,
can
that's what
control
I
your,
try to
yeah,
convey. Yeah,
yeah. And it's also about turning adversity into opportunity, like the
exactly.
example that you gave of Paytm.
Yeah,
They turn that adverse situation into an opportunity. So for us, for not just for for the ones that are related to IT industry, for everyone related to all possible fields, if we start thinking like this, it's a bad situation. We cannot control the destiny. We do not know what will happen in the future, but we are complete control of our actions. And if we can start thinking that way, you talked about positive thinking, if we can start thinking that way. And I think I can see hundreds of new startups popping up post pandemic era,
yeah, yeah.
with new concepts, new ideas, with new solutions, with something fresh. And I think this industry, this world economies market is going through an irreversible change that
Right.
will only accept those who are flexible, those who are adaptable, those who are hungry to learn and learn new things, who has those who have a hunger for knowledge. uh, this
Exactly so.
world this world will only entertain, and those are the ones that will survive. uh, because this is a very mother nature is very sometimes ruthless, so to
Yeah,
speak. She always balances everything out. So we cannot just sit back, watch and relax. We have to take actions. Even if we stumble, make sure we are stumbling forward, not backward. So thank you,
exactly.
Saurav, once again for the insightful session. And you also talked about a few technologies, and in Nordic Academy, they are also offering a few courses related to your what you told, the technologies that you told, the market that you think might boom post pandemic era.
Yeah.
They're also offering some courses like that. And Nordic Academy, if you do not know, they are a knowledge academy. They're offering IT related courses. Currently they're offering just two types of courses. One is vocational course and second one is Nordic Pro. You can find further details on their website. I will share their website URL in the message box. Their website is nordicacademy.net. Go there, check out their offerings, follow their Facebook page. They're trying to do something different. They're trying to work in a different way. And you can give it a try. You can, but of course, keep your inward sensory streams open, sensory windows open. Take, do not believe on anybody with a blind eye. Just gather information, verify yourself. If you feel you are comfortable, compare with all the available resources, all the available information, and then take a decision. Anyway, again, thank you, Saurav. Thank you, everyone who watched this show. And if you haven't subscribed the channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe the channel and let us know uh, how we are doing and what improvement we need to make. And your comments, your suggestions are really valuable. And thank you once again. Thank you once again. And stay safe, stay at home, and take care. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye bye. Thank you.